Howdy folks, and welcome to Solar Wolf. It is 10:46 p.m. Central Standard Time on March 28th, 2028, or 22. I hope our Lord is keeping you well and safe wherever you are in the world. And we are definitely saying that we have had a busy day today. Look at it, in the last 24 to, heck, the last 3 days, look at it, just watch our baseline. That baseline just keeps coming up, like I've been talking about, that baseline, see how it keeps coming up higher, and we're getting up into C. Look at her now, boy, she's taking off. Living up in the sea. Oh, look at this. It looks like it's, yes, it is not done yet. The sunspot group that's giving us all these problems, it is not done, folks. It just ended up giving us a second little pop explosion right after I got done doing my other video on it. In fact, when I did my other video on it, it was like right after here. It was actually kind of calming back down. It's like, my goodness. And then she just popped this one off here. Oh, my goodness, this is exciting. I hope you guys like the new intro. Worked on it all day. Know what you guys think of the intro. That is for my solar weather dedicated channel of Solar Wolf. Let me know in the comments. I'm kind of proud of it. It took me a while to do it. But this is the sunspot group that we're looking at. It's 2975. This is the one that is actually responsible for all the activity we're looking at. Look at all the red and the blue just all intermingled. Yeah, this is a problem. Now, can you imagine if this guy had a friend the same size as him right here? Whew, that'd be bad. Now, this is so big you can fit like 4 or 5 Earths in it or something like that. It's pretty massive. All right, now this is 2975, 76, and I believe this one over here is 2979. So look at this. We got a red and a blue right next to each other. Oh, and look, right over here. We got it over here too. So, folks, when this starts coming, oh man, I'm actually worried about this one too. I'm not going to lie. I'm worried about those, and I'm worried about this one. I think we're ramping up, and these are developing. They're getting bigger. They were pretty small, and now they're starting to get bigger. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to wind up with an X flare here before too long. And as we bounce over here to Space Weather Prediction Center.noaa.gov, we can see that our KP index on the 31st, they're showing a G2 level storm, okay, KP6. So we got 3s, 2s, and 1s, and then we could jump right up from 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 5. So we don't know how long it's going to last. Now, the models are going to update. This is just from the first one. Oh, I apologize. This is just from the first M flare. Let's not forget the second one. So this could wind up being, 6s down here as well. It's very interesting that being on March 31st, who's to say what's going to happen on April Fool's Day? I don't know. Now, if we come on over here to seeds, we can see both explosions. We can see our first one here, which is very nice. And then our second one is quite telling as well. In my other previous video, I showed you guys a few, look like some kind of a round object. It looks like we got the same thing here. Now watch this. Right here, and right here. But with this one here, and you can definitely see something around here and here, but almost looks like there's something here too. And maybe even here. But here for sure, and here definitely. But if we look right here, I want to show you all something. I actually just found this kind of interesting. Check this out. I see a face right here. And it's not very often that I see this, but I see an eye, and then a nose, and another eye. So you got his eyes, and then his nose here. And then here you've got his upper lip, and then here's his actual lips right here, and then his chin and his jaw. Almost looks like a dimple right there. So he's actually looking this way. And it almost looks like a wolf, like there's an ear here and an ear here. I don't know, just one of them, what do they call it, pareidolia or whatever, when you see stuff, see faces and whatever. I just happened to see it. I just thought it was weird. And right here we're going to look at our decibels of what we were taking for plasma, or excuse me, for X-ray. Plasma. This has been our X-ray take. Now don't forget, this right here, this does not mean we're dead, or no, this right here is protons. Positively charged protons that rode right down our geomagnetic line that's tied to the sun, rode right down and affected us within 14 minutes of the flare. See, the flare gets here in 8 minutes. The actual flare, the X-ray flare. Now, the coronal mass ejection, that usually takes a couple days, but the flare gets here in 8 minutes, and these protons that ride along behind it usually take about 14 minutes. So they usually show up right after the flare. Sometimes they show up at the same time. I mean, honestly, sometimes they'll show up at the exact same time, and it's like, whoa, and that's how you know there was a lot of stuff behind it. So here's our second one. Look at that. Boom. I'd say with that color, that's looking right at 30. Right about 30 right here, smack in the middle. Luckily out in the ocean, but not so lucky because people over here, you're definitely getting radio blackouts with that. So yeah, looks like the sun might actually be taking a little chill pill for the evening, maybe. I really don't know. Let's come on over here and let's go back to solar flares, and we'll see what we're looking at here, see if it's chilling out. Well, it looks like it just peaked here at about a C5 and it's coming back down, but that don't mean jack squat. So, oh boy. So keep your eyes open, folks. No fear. And remember that love is the only way forward. Have a good night, folks.